Mount Elgon region, particularly Bugisu, has on several occasions been hit by natural calamities like landslides, mudslides and rock slides. Because of these rampant disasters, a number of people have been relocated from the slopes of Mount Elgon to Kiryandongo, and government has come up with another plan to relocate more survivors and vulnerable communities to Bunambutie in Bulambuli district. In a quest to know the state of the survivors in the disaster-prone areas as the rainy season nears, we visit the districts of Bududa, Manafa and Bulambuli. This is Bukaras sub-county in Bududa district, where a number of people were killed when River Sume burst its banks. We had to leave our car at the foot of the hills because there are no access roads there. It was not as easy to trek more than 30 kilometers to access the households living in such dangerous areas. Though these survivors are still mourning their loved ones who were killed by previous landslides, their lives are also in danger because cracks are evident around the steep hills.
Now, from that end up to there, where it was a very huge crack, but now since they have cultivated, is when they have covered it, but still you can see it when you remove this soil.
Those cracks are very wide. Even if we have cultivated it, but you reach there and you see that this is a real crack.
And we hear that the coming rains are going to be so disastrous. Actually, it's going to be heavy rainfall. So we are worried. Up to now, we are worried. We don't know where to go when these rains begin and find us here.
School children go up and down these steep slopes to either fetch water or access schools, but they can only do this in dry season. A family of 5 live in this cracked house, and they are now worried as the rain season begins.
The rains are coming and we are worried. It rained the other night and I did not sleep. I was worried that the landslides are coming and I was going to be swept away with my children.
Since time immemorial, the inhabitants of these hills of Bududa have constructed their houses and farmed on these steep slopes and valleys. But no single house on these hills is safe because many of them are surrounded by cracks, while others are located near places that have been affected by landslides. Those staying downhill are also in danger because when it rains heavily, the rains wash down everything in their path, including houses, trees, and rocks. The owner of this house relocated further down the hill because of the landslide that swept part of his house. But this did not save his life when another landslide came.
When he was down there waiting for where to go, until in October last year, it was 11th, when mudslides also came from deep inside the forest and it washed him away. And we missed him up to now. We didn't parade him.
Now, as the rains begin, the survivors of the October 2018 mudslides want to be relocated as soon as possible.
We are very much willing to go to Bulambuli because when they came, they told us that the relocation is going, was to be in January. We waited, January went, February, now March, now we are in April, nothing, we don't see an action taking place.
We are waiting for the government through OPM to take our people to Bunambutie as they programmed.
And we are beginning with Bududa. We are taking 350 people from Bududa. That's roughly about 50 households.
But even as the office of the Prime Minister prepares to take some survivors to Bunambutie, many others are likely to remain in these disaster-prone areas. Leaders in Bukaras say the Prime Minister's office has not registered many survivors for settlement in Bunambutie.
We didn't participate in registering, but someone can come blaming you that why you left me out. For us, we don't know what happened, so that they left these people. And many of them are begging to be registered.
Maybe the government may relocate all of us who were registered. We go to Bulambuli and We make a temporary shed. The government makes for us temporary sheds. We stay there as we wait for them to make for us houses.
This resettlement is not ending today. It is continuing for the next 10 years. And therefore, those not taken now should stay alive until the next phase of the resettlement. By moving to the host families, we have already stocked food and other non-food items. We shall provide enough food to those who have moved to the host families, plus even the host family. We shall feed them until when the rains stop.
Residents around the channel where Sume flooded from have already utilized the place for planting without giving much consideration to what might happen when it rains. This is Sume Junior School, which is located near River Sume, and this is part of the classroom block that was swept away last year when the river burst its banks. But Sume Junior is just few meters away from this place. And as the rains come, God forbid, what will happen if this river flooded again? But the people of Bududa are not the only ones who are worried as the rains prepare to come. In the second part of our series, we shall hear from the people of Manafa. Agness Nandutu, NTV, Bukaras Sub-County in Bududa District.